Okay. Hopefully the fan in the background isn't going to be an issue. And for some reason, my recording level seems to be low. I'll have to check that out. This is probably, no, I'm pretty sure, the last After Midnight I will do. I believe it has served its purpose for me. I remember the first one. I had no idea why I was talking into the microphone. Now I think I can see why. I was showing myself something of myself that I wanted to see. And that is of a communicator. So I am going to leave this endeavor, and I will leave all the bits on YouTube. But I'm going to close this down to start another endeavor. I got highly irritated today. Well, actually, I was downright pissed off. I have been trying to advocate for survivor men, male survivors of sexual assault, abuse, rape, because there is nothing in the public awareness as to what men go through. Albeit I am 100% for continuing to advocate for women. It's not a competition. But I am highly irritated because I contacted our local newspaper. I emailed the editor. I got no response. Today on the front page was an article. The front page article was about a survivor woman and her attempts to change legislations. Now, granted, I know there is a slight bit of apples and oranges, but I was entirely frustrated with the fact that they would put the topic of a female survivor on the front page of the paper, and yet I got no response to a simple request for a freelance article that detailed what it's like for men to deal. So rather than bang my head against that wall, I have decided instead to start working on a documentary. And I will be posting later a video with an email address for any men who are survivors, who have either received therapy or gone through therapy or have yet to get to that point. I want to interview men who have been assaulted, raped, abused, so that they can give their account of what it is like to live with the burden of this before therapy, and what it is like to go through therapy. Because despite what people might think, therapy for this is grueling and painful. This is something that a person does not just get over. And even though I myself am doing so much better than I was a year and a half ago, it's still with me. In a lesser degree, I still deal. So I want to make this documentary. I want to show the public the truth of this, and that truth is encapsulated in this one statistic. 1 in 6 men in their lifetimes are the victims of some form of unwanted sexual contact, assault, abuse, rape, or childhood molestation. That is a lot of men. And they speculate that it's even more. And I know from personal experience that you don't simply just get over it. And just because we are men, we are not a stereotype. We are human beings with emotions, with minds that can be traumatized and that can cause a lot of weight and burden and pain. And because we are men, we tend to think that we're just expected to grin and bear it and go on. That has to change. Men are important in this society, and we want them to be functioning at their best. So anyone who has been paying attention to this, there have been some, I believe. I thank you for indulging us, for listening to it. I've enjoyed doing it, and I will, as I said, I will keep it up for future people to wander across. But it's time now for me to do the work. The work of letting the public know the truth of this. So on that note, I will say good night to you for the last time in this venue. Because yes, it is going on 12:30, and it is after midnight, and I have enjoyed this immensely. Good night.